everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of a chat around my postpartum skincare. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that before I became pregnant, I struggled with acne, and that I then started going to the Dermaclinic, and we found a skincare routine that really worked for my skin to not only get rid of acne, but to start getting rid of the pigmentation and the scarring that acne had caused. And that included going for easy phytic peels, going for glycolic acid peels, and doing needling or the Dermapen. And what the Dermapen does is it takes off the surface level of your skin, and then whatever serum or product you put into your skin in that session, so it works its way through. So we were able to get rid of a lot of my scarring and pigmentation, but when I became pregnant, I could no longer use a lot of those treatments and chemicals because they are not safe for pregnancy. And even though I could have gone and used or done lactic acid peels, etc. elsewhere, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I wanted to do my best to make sure that the health of my baby came first, and she was my priority. So I stopped all kinds of cosmetic skincare, and throughout my pregnancy, I used one or two products that I'm also going to mention in this video. But apart from that, I didn't use anything that could harm the growth or the development of my baby. And so the downside or the outcome of that was that I then developed gestational acne. Well, it's not gestational because I've always had hormonal acne, but basically my acne returned during my pregnancy, and now postpartum I'm breastfeeding. So that means that I still can't use anything that's too harsh on my skin. And so a lot of the chemical peels and those things, they are not always recommended or safe during breastfeeding either, because a lot of brands cannot guarantee that their product won't make its way into the baby's breast milk and have an adverse effect on their development. So I've decided that I'm going to do a fresh-faced video where you can see what my skin looks like, and you can see the little bits of scarring and where I've had breakouts after pregnancy. But on the whole, what I'm doing now has my skin looking bright. It's largely acne-free as long as I stay away from chocolate. And I feel that my skin is in a really good place. And so I thought I'd share my postpartum skincare routine with you. So if I come close up and you have a look at my skin, you can see that I've got a bit of scarring over here. But if I do this, you can see that my skin is completely smooth, right? So I break out around my chin quite a bit as well. But all of these are smooth. And then last week I had a bit of a breakout around the temples, and that's now gone down. But the scarring is actually, or has actually improved quite a bit. And you can see that I'm very fortunate that I didn't have pregnancy, what do they call it, pigmentation. That's where your skin gets darker in different areas because of the hormones of pregnancy. I didn't really suffer with that, and I think that a large part of it is because I've been using the Skin Tech blending cream. So maybe I should get straight into the products that I use. For cleansing, I use this Demelan Active Face Care Daily Face Wash. It's pH balanced, it's fragrance free, and it's mild and gentle on my skin. So I find that with this face wash, my skin isn't left too dry, but it gets rid of all the excess oil that sits on my skin. Obviously, because I've got acne-prone skin, it tends to be more on the oily side, but then there are also dry patches. What I love about this face wash is that it cleans properly. I don't know how else to say this, but yeah. So in the morning I cleanse once, and at night after a long day when my skin's a little bit more oily, I cleanse twice. So I will wash my face twice, and it's really been good to my acne prone skin. And yeah, like I'm super happy with it. I purchased this at Clicks, and it retails for around 175 to 180 rand, somewhere around there. And yeah, it's the face wash that I've been using for a really long time. If I don't use this face wash, then I use the Eucerin brand, and I use the one that's non-comedogenic. If you are looking for products that are for acne prone skin, you wanted to say non-comedogenic, which is the foundations that I use as well, because that's going to prevent excess oil building up in your skin. And then in the morning, I follow up with my Skin Tech blending cream. Now, the blending cream is actually really awesome because it not only fights pigmentation as a cream on its own, it's also a prep for chemical peels and for the Dermapen, particularly for the Dermapen. So I've stuck to the blending. I've been using the blending throughout my pregnancy, and now I use it postpartum, and I think it's what's kept my forehead from pigmenting quite badly. So prior to starting with the blending, I used to have really bad pigmentation on my forehead area. It used to be quite dark, and now if you look at it, my skin is almost evenly toned, which is really great considering that I was just pregnant almost 5 months ago. And so the Skin Tech brand is awesome. I've also used the nutritive cream from Skin Tech, but that cannot be used during pregnancy because it's got vitamin A in it, high doses of vitamin A, and that's not recommended during pregnancy. So I've just stuck to the blending because I know it's safe, I've tried it, I trust it, and I'm happy with it. Then in terms of sunscreen, I use the Heliocare 360 Gel Oil Free. It has a dry touch to it, and so what it does is it protects my skin from the sun. It's got an SPF of 50. Wes and I both use this product because he's got very oily skin, and so he doesn't even use moisturizer anymore. He just uses this. If I'm going to go out into the sun, so on my morning walks, etc., I use this sunscreen, but it's also filled with antioxidants, which is really good for your skin. So what I find is that even when I'm breaking out, I will use my antioxidant sunscreen because it actually it's almost like it starts to fight some of those breakouts. So I've been using this for almost 2 years now, and I'm incredibly happy with it because it, one, doesn't leave my skin feeling very dry or too oily, because I think that that's the biggest problem with sunscreens, is that it can leave your face feeling really oily, and this doesn't do that. And secondly, it doesn't leave that white layer over my face. I think if you use sunscreen, you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's either too greasy or it leaves your skin feeling or looking white and washed out, and it just looks odd. So this doesn't do that. If your skin is more dry, there's also an option that you can use that's called the fluid cream, and that's a bit more oily, and it also doesn't leave that residue on your face. So I absolutely love my Heliocare sunscreen. Then when it comes to my nighttime routine, I alternate the use of my nighttime products because the one fights acne actively, and the other one is an antioxidant serum, which just sort of fights all the gunk that's in your skin anyway, so it purifies it. So for my acne and my blemish prone skin, I use the Eucerin Derma Purifier Oil Control Skin Renewal Treatment. Yeah, it's a mouthful. This one has got glycolic acid in it, and so I only started using it in my 3rd trimester, once the main development of Scout was done. And this has saved my skin from having really bad breakouts now after pregnancy. Glycolic acid is really good for fighting against breakouts. And so yeah, so this is store-bought. This I also bought at Clicks. And it's been my sort of go-to with the pregnancy. I remember that Debbie from the Dermaclinic was a little upset that the thing that was working for my skin in my third trimester was store-bought. So it's a good store-bought product. So yes, I'm really happy with this. And it does say that you must only apply it once a day in the evening on a well-cleansed face, and that you should start off by testing out a small area first before you continue to use it on your entire face. It's been good to my skin. I'm acne-free largely because of this product. Secondly, I use the Neostrata Antioxidant Defense Serum. So what this does is it almost counteracts what the dryness of the Eucerin skin renewal treatment. The serum it spreads quite a bit, and it's like this very soft, smooth, clear like liquid that just, I don't know, it's so good to my skin. This is actually my favorite product, and it boosts antioxidants. It neutralizes free radicals, and it repairs oxidative damage. Those are lots of fancy words that just tell you that it really fights everything that's in the air, the pollution and all of those things. It sort of starts to counteract what all of that does to your skin. And so I use this every alternate night, and it moisturizes my skin without making it oily once again. And the important thing, and why I love this product so much, is that it brightens my skin so much. Like, you can see that the quality of my skin is really good, despite the fact that it's got a bit of scarring. So yeah, my antioxidant defense serum, it is pricey. I think it could be between 800 and 1,000 rand, but it lasts for about 4 to 6 months, depending on how much I use. And I think that's quite a long time. So you get your money's worth. This I got at the Dermaclinic. This, along with the blending and along with the Heliocare Gel Oil free cream or sunscreen. I got these 3 at the Dermaclinic. That they sell it, but they also sell the Eucerin product as well, so you could purchase it there. But the Eucerin product, the reason I mentioned it separately to those is because you can also get it at a store like Clicks or Dis-Chem. So that's my nighttime routine, and together that sort of makes up my postpartum skincare routine. And like I said, I haven't struggled with breakouts, and I haven't struggled with bad pigmentation or any other problems that comes with being postpartum, because pregnancy does a number on your skin, whether it's your body or your face, etc. So if you do have any issues, it's important to find products and skincare that sort of takes care of your skin. Once lockdown is over, I'm definitely going to also get treatments done again. I definitely want to be doing the Dermapen to break up this pigmentation and get rid of the scarring sooner. And I definitely want to start doing chemical peels once I'm done breastfeeding, because they are so good for my skin. Lastly, just when it comes to makeup removal, I use the Eucerin Micellar water, and I love this because it not only removes makeup, but it removes excess sebum, which is like oil buildup. And it's like, in comparison to the other micellar waters that I've used before, this one, if you've got acne prone skin, it's definitely the best one to use. So that's my postpartum skincare routine. It's quite simple. It's not too product heavy. I always think that less is more. So if you get a few quality products, you can use fewer products to take care of your skin, as opposed to having this wide range of things that aren't necessarily of the best quality. Most of the things that I use on my skin are medical grade, and that just means that they've got a little bit more of the good stuff in it. I would recommend that if you are interested in taking care of your skin, that you find a good skincare clinic that can do so for you. And it's always really good to go for consultations to find out more about what your skin is doing and what it needs to be at its best. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment below. I will also leave all the information about these products in the text box below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, bye.